And welcome to Gay America. Real talk coming to you. Today is August 6th, 2014. This year sure is flying by. I want to say, first of all, I always said that the show will never be putting anyone down, calling anyone names. We shouldn't have to resort to ignorance. But today, if you can come gun blazing towards us, which when I say us is the gay community, I'm going to come guns a-blazing. Against who? Straight people. Yes, I said it. Straight people. Not all straight people, but two in particular. I found this so freaking funny, but at the same time so sad. Pat Robertson. Who in the hell do you think you are? I want to read to you a direct quote he said before I proceed. What the gays are saying is, we're going to drive you out of town. Either you conform to us or you must leave. That is the most funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. He also proceeds to say that if the straight community doesn't start sleeping with the gay community, we're going to run you out of the country. Who said that? Really? Who said that? I don't know one straight man that I want to sleep with. I seriously do not. I may find straight men hot, sexy. But that's it. But I also find female hot and sexy. Doesn't mean I want to sleep with them. Pat Robertson, for you being a minister, you're a bigot. You are shameful. You should not be a minister. Your opinions, keep them to your damn self. Because they don't matter. You have your followers, yes, I understand this, and people think, oh, yay! Those people think like you, so in my opinion, they're stupid. When I do the hand movements, I'm ticked. Because who in the hell does Pat Robertson think he is? Whoever gave him a TV show needs their heads examined. Because where did you get your facts at? I have a lot of Facebook, on Facebook, gay communities. I have never seen a gay community, a gay man, a gay woman say that if you're straight and you don't sleep with me, we're running you out of town. What do you want us to do? Get our pitchforks, some crosses, and come to your yard? Really? But let me tell you what is running this country, Pat Robertson. Straight people. And again, not all straight people. But let's go back into the first day of America. Who ran this world? Who's always ran this world? Straight people. God was a man. Every president we've ever had was a man. But not only were they men, they were straight men. Okay, maybe it's time for some dumb fool like me to get into office, because I'm going to tell you what's important. Not every time I get on Facebook or I read something, it's always about how the gays are going to ruin this world. Oh my God, they should not get married. They should not be allowed to have children. Honey, that's not what's ruining this country. What's ruining this country is you straight people are not focused on what's most important in this world. And what's important in this world is we got homeless. We got women being battered. We got children being raped and molested, killed. That's what should be important to you politicians. Not about who I marry or anybody else in the gay community marries or the straight community as far as that goes. Let's talk about what's important for once. Get these homeless people off the street. Stop the batter. Look at our prisons. They're full of people that do violence. That's what should be important. I'm yelling. I'm not going to apologize. Because if you're stupid, you're stupid. Maybe you think I'm stupid for making this video. Honey, you're entitled to your opinion, just like I am. So if you want to say the gays are ruining this country, let's get more gay politicians and see what happens. We're not focused on all about making us have our rights, because they should not be rights. It should be something that we are entitled to, just like you straight people. So stop it. Let's focus on what's important. And like I said, what's important is what's happening in our society. It saddens me that I walk out my freaking front door and I got homeless people digging through my trash trying to get something to eat. Let's take care of them. Let's take care of our children. You want to go to a different country and adopt a child? Adopt them right here in America. Think about this. We're not running this country. It's always been someone straight leading this country. It started with God. He was straight. Every president in history was straight. Almost every mayor, senator have been straight. And honey, let me tell you this. Some of them has been closeted because you hear the reports about how this person got this person off in the damn bathroom stalls. That's not straight, honey. But you're in there at the Senate fighting against gay rights. You are so close-minded. It's not even funny. You know, I always say you should never come out until you're ready. But if you're going to be a stupid politician and say that gays are ruining this country, but you're out doing your thing with a man or a female, you're no better than me, honey. You're not. One more thing I want to talk about, and that's Gayle King. Okay, I don't really have nothing harsh to say, but I think the woman, if she's going to interview someone as amazing and talented as Laverne Cox, and if you don't know who Laverne Cox is, yes, she was born with the male parts. Did you hear me? The male parts. That did not make her a man. No. So Gayle King goes on to say, so you were born a boy. Laverne Cox shut that down immediately. And damn it, honey, good for you. Laverne Cox also goes on to say, it doesn't make your sexuality or gender with what you're born with. It's what the doctor gives you. Do you agree? Honey, I don't care if you agree. It shouldn't matter if you agree. My opinion on this doesn't matter. She might have been born with the male parts, but she never felt like a boy. Never felt like a man. She's always been a female. So if you're going to do an interview, Gayle King, as powerful as Laverne Cox, how amazing her story is, that's what you should have been focused on. Not about the part she was born with. Doesn't matter if you're born with that manhood or female genitality. Genital, rather. I'm so sorry. When I get upset, sometimes I just don't speak right, and I apologize. But ignorance is ignorance. Pat Robertson, do your research before you run your big ass mouth. Okay, I said I would never cuss on here, and I try so hard not to. That much I will apologize for. But for saying Pat Robertson's stupid, I'll never apologize for. Your show needs yanked. You shouldn't be a minister. Because a minister is someone that's not supposed to judge someone. It goes back to when I came out gay, honey. The minister asked me not to come back. Really? Who in the hell died and made you king? You're a minister. That's it. Honey, if you want to get technical, I'm an ordained minister. But at the end of the day, that means crap. Because I became an ordained minister to help marry the gay community, to help counsel the gay community. I didn't do it to run a church. I also didn't do it to think I'm better than anybody else out there. So remember one thing today. Just because you're a politician, just because you're a minister, you are no better than me. I have nothing but the utmost respect for President Obama. A lot of people do not. I don't care what you think, and you don't care what I think. He's done more for the LGBT community than any other person in the world. So I have to applaud him for that. Not everything he's done has been perfect. You're right. But let's quit focusing on what someone does bad and let's try to weigh out what he's done good, or she. He's had tough shoes to follow. We've had a lot of jackasses for our presidents. I say, I live right here in Texas, in case you don't know, that we will be the last state, and probably the whole world, that will acknowledge gay rights. Why? We don't have so brilliant politicians in this country and in this state. They think about, oh my God, being gay is ruining the world. Let me tell you something, Mr. Politician. Walk out your front door. See them homeless out there. Pick up a damn newspaper and see all the violence and crime in your neighborhood. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. You don't live in a neighborhood like that, do you? So you don't see what happens on the outside. And that's what I think a real politician should have to do. You want to be a politician and pass these rules? Spend some time on the streets with the everyday people. And then come back in and try to make some rules, honey. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, how in the hell can you make a law? So, think about this. If gays are running the country, then why do we have so many straight people that have power? We just want what we're entitled to. It shouldn't be called gay rights. It's something that we deserve. Again, I don't go around condemning straight people for getting married and having kids. And some straight people have kids that can't even take care of them. And they beat them. They starve them. Lock them in closets, basements. Did you ever read that a gay person done that? I haven't. And if you have, please send it to me. Because I'm not closed-minded. I have nothing against a straight person. I have nothing against a transgender, a lesbian, a gay, a bisexual. You're born who you're born. We don't get to choose. I know a lot of people say we do. But people like Pat Robertson, that is not educated. Educated in the real world is what I mean. He sits there and he reads a Bible that was written how many years ago? Honey, I'll write a Bible tomorrow morning. But will it mean squat? No. I'm probably wrong for this, but I've always said in my lifetime that if the Bible was rewritten to this day, if God walked the face of earth today, the Bible probably wouldn't say half the things it does. We'd still have the 10 Commandments, which is a good thing. But how many people follow those 10 Commandments? Do you even know the 10 Commandments? Probably not. And that's sad. So, Pat Robertson, for you to sit there and condone gays, remember, you're a minister, you're a preacher, whatever you want to call yourself. You're an evangelist. I think evangelist is another word for a hypocrite. Because you sit on that national television and you condone. Do you think before you speak? Because I don't think you do. Gayle King, the next time you interview someone so amazing and has such a tremendous story to tell to help other transgenders going through the same process as what she's gone through, do your research first. I'm not putting you down. I just think that you weren't able to handle such a powerful interview as Laverne Cox. That would be like me interviewing Barack Obama tomorrow. Oh, honey, I would love to. God, I would love to. But if I didn't do my homework, my research, I would be stupid at it, right? And who would want to watch it? And if they did watch it, they would be hanging on to all the stupid stuff I said. Just like people do in my videos now. They hang on to one thing I said. And I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people telling me that I've said a lot of things wrong today. A lot of people are going to come out and defend Gayle King and Pat Robertson. But before you defend them, put yourself in my shoes. He didn't say one gay person. He said gay community. That represents every gay person in the world. And he has no right doing that. So let me say this then. Think about this. All you straight people are just downright stupid. Would that be fair of me to say that? No. No. And nor would I ever say that. We have a few straight people that are stupid. We have gay people that are stupid. I'm probably stupid as hell. But I don't speak for anybody else but myself. So Pat Robertson, next time you want to get on there and you want to say anything bad about a gay community, know what you're talking about. My advice to you, honey, is come spend some time with me. Oh, I guarantee you I'll change your mind. Just because I'm gay doesn't mean I open my bedroom door to just anybody that walks in. I have respect for myself. And that's the sad thing about a lot of people, is that they think just because we're gay, we're going to go around and sleep with anything that walks. Not all of us are that way. I can say that about you straight people too, can't I? How many divorce rates were very high last year because men and women cheated on each other? Are we talking about that in the laws? No. We're talking about gays. And we shouldn't be. I would be so thankful one day to get up and not have to read something about how the gay community is doing this, how the gay community is ruining this, how this state got legalized for marriage or adoptions. I would be glad when we're all equal. I'm not beneath you, honey, sexually or any other way. So, Pat Robertson, it's either time for you to shut your mouth up and know your facts, or get the hell out. Because you're not wanted. That's my opinion. Again, I'm not going to be Pat Robertson and speak for the gay community or the straight community. I'm going to speak for myself. And that's all I can do. I have to be happy with my decisions. And like I said, though, it does sadden me that I have to hear that all the gay community, all we want to do is sleep with everything that walks. We don't. We're human. We want to go to church, go to work, go to school, just same as you do. And it's sad that you don't recognize that. Maybe in your mind, it's not normal for two men, two women to be sleeping together. But honey, in my world, it's not normal for two straight people. But I don't sit around and judge. So what the hell gives you the power and the right to judge anyone? So the only point I want to mainly get across today is the fact that I still think Pat Robertson is a stupid jerk. Is the fact that he doesn't know what he's talking about. And again, Gail King, I really can't say anything harsh about you. I just wish you would have done your homework. Because there are days that I feel more feminine than females in my life. Does that make me a female? I don't think so. But it depends on the day I wake up, you know? If I wear all my jewelry and all my colors, I feel feminine today. Does that make me not a man? No. But Laverne Cox is different than me. She's had the sex change. So that does make her a female. You know, I've said this 1,000 times. I love Trinity K. Bonet. I think she's the greatest female in the world. Even when I talk to her, I show respect and call her a female. Because usually when I talk to her, she's dressed as a female. She's still a man because she still has that manhood. But know your facts before you judge or speak. Now, if I would talk to Trinity and her man, and the man, then I would call her sir or gentleman. She wants to be a man, but that drag queen. So know your facts before you judge and just speak to anyone. And maybe I'm wrong for sitting here telling you that Pat Robertson's stupid. But I don't think so. Because again, you can't link one person into a gay community. It just can't happen. Think about that. So, if I've offended you, remember, you know where the click button is. Leave. Because if Pat Robertson can sit on national television to say all this crap, I'm sitting here in my dining room saying it. But I'm defending me. And that's what I think should happen with Pat Robertson. And I think I'm perfect for this, I'll be honest. I need to sit on a panel with Pat Robertson and some of the other stupid people out there. Let me speak for me, not for the gay community, not for anybody else. So Pat Robertson, are you up for the challenge? Think about that. I'm ready. Honey, I'm going to come with guns a-blazing. But I'm going to come with guns a-blazing about what I know, not what I speculate or what I read. Laverne Cox, I think you are amazing, amazing woman. Your story is amazing. And I'm going to get more into that later on in another show, because I think your story should be told. But I want to get my facts before I just start speaking. And plus, I want to contact Laverne to let her know, to get her permission. Because unlike Pat Robertson, I don't want to talk about anybody on my show without their permission. And we all know I've already had Trinity K. Bonet. Gayle King I didn't, and Pat Robertson I didn't. But you know what? Pat Robertson didn't have my permission either when he talked about the gay community. Is it right? Probably not. Do I care? No. So Pat Robertson, shut your big mouth and get your facts first. Another thing, we touch about this a lot on here. Know your status. There is a new, wonderful, amazing thing out there right now. You can do your own HIV test in the privacy of your own home. I'm going to get more facts on it for you. They say it is so accurate as if you go out to anywhere else and get one. And you can do this in the privacy of your own home. So, honey, if you're too embarrassed to go out to have your status checked, stay home and do it. Go buy it. I don't know if you need a prescription. I don't know anything yet, but I'm going to do my research, and we will talk more on that, I promise. Also, do something nice today. Whether it's call that gay friend that you just sit there and always criticize. Call and say something nice. Come back from your lunch break. Say something nice to somebody in your office. Go volunteer. So again, have a fabulous day. And don't hang on to the negative what I said on the show. Try to understand where I was coming from. Hear the big story before you judge. Have a fabulous day and know your status. Thank you.